Damn boy, what can I say? Oda is in his bag with the Luffy vs Kaido fight. He is about to make one of the best fights of all of anime. I'm seeing people comparing this to Goku vs Frieza, which is now justified after seeing this chapter. But before I continue, please do hit the like button and subscribe to your boy, as it means a lot. And without further ado, let's get into this chapter of 1042. We start off, we've seen a bit more of the CP0 and Drake coming from behind and landing a hit. And I have to say, CP0 has to be an overrated group. We all had expectations of them as being the enforcers of the world government during the endgame of One Piece. But to be taken out or damaged by an already finished Ezo and being crept on by a half-dead ex-Drake doesn't do them any favours. We don't know where Rob Lucha is, and to me, he is CP0's saving grace, as we already know how strong he is. And I said this online that we are sleeping on him for not being on our top 30 strongest One Piece character. Maybe later on he can prove this, but at the moment CP0 as a whole hasn't been great. It's just an ominous looming threat that was just introduced to build suspension and tension in the story. Now, we see the Flower Capital celebrating the Fire Festival and making wishes of how these nights can continue, oblivious of the fact that the island is coming upon them. How have they not seen this yet? Granted, Momonosuke is moving Onigashima away ever so slightly, but with the pace of previous chapters, you can tell that the end of this act is upon us. Now to the main event, we see Kaido and Luffy straight boxing at each other. Can I say the art in this chapter was phenomenal? Certain panels had me at awe, especially the last double page spread where we saw Luffy getting hit on the face with a roaring Thunder Bagua from Kaido after being distracted by one of the members of CP0. To me, it is unclear what exactly the CP0 agent done to Luffy, but it was clear that he turned his attention away from Kaido, and this was enough for Kaido to slam Luffy down. You can see in the look of Kaido's face that he was not happy and was troubled at the fact that someone interfered in his battle again, and was reminiscing of his fight from Odin, where the old hag captured Momonosuke and averted Odin's attention away from Kaido, which gave Kaido a window to strike. Till this day, we know for a fact that Kaido is still hurting from the fact that his fight was interrupted and was won on a technicality. This happened again, but with Luffy now, where many times Kaido referenced he was enjoying this fight and was smiling and praising Luffy for being in this fight, which left Kaido shocked but pleasantly surprised. We know Kaido is an intriguing character and there are not many who can challenge him, so he is obviously relishing this moment with Luffy. So for this to be interrupted again, just know that his anger will be taken out on that CP0 agent, or even worse, the whole of Onigashima. Back to the chapter, Luffy made it clear he was on his last legs and that he's about to reach his limit in Gear 4. Kaido, being unable to stop Luffy's Hydra attack, began to question how is this happening and said, is rubber even able to do this? I believe Oda just hinted that the devil fruit we were all speculating is now indeed Luffy. Not Zunisha, not Kaido, not Tama, but Luffy. To me, there's no doubt there's more to Luffy coming up in the later chapters regarding awakening or learning the mystery of his devil fruit. What's funny is Kaido going to flirty drunken mode, and I know Kaido is a sadist and gets pleasure from this, and confirms that Luffy isn't the only one who can see into the future, and begins going into his dragon mode and uses future sight as well as landing hits on Luffy, and then he eats Luffy. To me, does this mean Kaido was only playing about till now? The bag of tricks Kaido has is deep if he's pulling future sight out now. But then Kaido spits out Luffy and unleashes Bow Breath straight at Luffy. But Luffy tanks this and goes into Bound Man and unleashes Supreme Kong Gun on Kaido. And up until here was when the CP0 agent fulfilled his mission and seemingly ended Luffy through Kaido. And this panel was gorgeous. I can't get enough of how beautiful and vivid it looked. Oda really pulled out his bag and gave us something amazing to see, and even though there is no break next week, personally, this is the end of the act. A tragedy would happen and I don't know what would happen to Luffy next. I don't want to speculate too much, but let me know your thoughts down below. And with that, it is the end of the video, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.